What happens in meditation?
Yes, sir.
That is the question. Two things happen. One is change, another is growth. You change something in your system. In your system, something gets changed. Your personality gets changed. Your body gets changed. Your mind gets changed. Your lifestyle gets changed. Many things automatically change as you do meditation. And change is called as progress. What is the definition of progress? Nothing but change. What is change? Change is a different perspective. See, on any given issue, you can hold any number of perspectives. When you change one perspective, you see something else there in the same situation. So, through the change that you obtain in meditation, you obtain a different perspective about life, about your people, about your circumstances. And that is progress. Without meditation, you are stuck up in the limited groups of perceptions. But you go from one group to another group of perception. That is called a change. Change happens when you do meditation. A lot of change happens. And the second thing is called a growth. If you are at ABC level, you will go to ABCD level. If you are 1, 2, 3 level, you go to 1, 2, 3, 4 level. That is called a growth. You have grown a little because of the change to the better. Every change is for the better. Change means betterment. And that change is obtained through meditation. It's like, when you put a seed in the water, the seed changes to a sprout. Just by the touch of water, moisture to the seed, the seed breaks up. You see a lot of changes in the seed. The seed becomes a sprout. So that is called a growth of the seed to the sprout. There is a growth. Otherwise the seed remains the seed, without any change, without any growth. So my dear friends, these are the two keywords, benefits of meditation: change and growth. From XY, you go to Z. From X1 level, you go to X2 level. From Y1 level, you go to Y3 levels. There are any number of levels. You jump into higher levels. That's what is called a quantum change. You jump. So when you have change, you have growth. When you have growth, you are satisfied. When there is no growth, you are not satisfied. But when there is growth, you are satisfied. You are contented. Oh, I have grown. Parents, when they see their children, they say, oh, you are growing. Nowadays you are walking. Nowadays you are talking. Nowadays you are doing some work. You are doing your own work. You are studying well. They see the growth in the boy, in the girl, the parents, the teachers. They are very happy. The boy also says, nowadays I am learning a lot. I am learning to talk. I am learning to go to the football field, play football. Some change is there in me. So my dear friends, as young children, you automatically change and grow. But as adults, you need to motivate yourself. Do something for yourself to change yourself and to help yourself grow. And that is what meditation does. When you do meditation, when you close your eyes and sit silently with your breath, then change happens in the body, in the system, in your whole personality. From ABC, you go to A1, B1, C1. And you perceive growth in yourself. Any type of change is welcome for any type of growth for a soul. Every type of change is welcome for every type of growth for a soul. Soul is multidimensional.
Good morning, good afternoon, and a wonderful evening, dear friends and masters. I'm Sonal Doshi from St. Louis, Missouri, and it is such an honor and privilege to be here today and welcome all over the globe, all the masters all around the world to this 40 days new beginning of our flagship program named Presence. In a world that is constantly on the go and on a change, as we just heard, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life. But what if I told you that there is a way that to tap into that profound peace, clarity, and connection? And dear friends, that all I say that is through my own experience. And I think all the masters who have joined here today, who has been senior masters who have been with Buddha CEO will resonate with the same. It all starts with the presence. Presence is the foundation for meditation, and meditation is the key to unlocking that presence within us. By embracing this present moment, we can transcend limitations of the past that I have done in my life and of the future. And of course, discover a sense of freedom and joy that we are, and always that is available to us. Through this 40-day program, you'll see that, again, I say this reinforced that has happened to my life, that everything that I had learned about mindfulness, meditation, yoga, spiritual journey truly helped me cultivate that awareness, that mindfulness. I reduced my stress, my anxiety of the future, my clarity at work, focus, the just to life increased. The list is endless. I think I can say confidently that, meditation is a way of life. From medicine to meditation has been my journey. And I'm more self-aware today. I can say that I am more of acceptance, the self-acceptance along with everything else has improved. Foster a sense of calm and peace at all times. I feel grounded. And cannot reinforce the benefits that Buddha CEO's programs have done. And not only the programs, but also all the masters, all the connections, the community that we have built together. And I'm so fortunate to be part of it and to host this program and, welcome you to this great 40 days ahead. In summary, what I would say is, let's be part of this mega journey presence, which is going to allow us to connect with ourselves and others at a much deeper level and to live life with greater intention and purpose. I feel I'm closer every day, every time I speak to Dr. Chandra Pulamarsetti, who's the main coach, speaker, mentor, and founder of this program that I'll have the honor to introduce in a few minutes, dear friends. So together we'll explore the depths of our own awareness, discover the transformative powers, that we all have within ourselves. And so let's begin this presence journey together. And further ahead, I'm so excited to introduce with the CEO Quantum Foundation. It is transforming leadership through meditation. The list is pretty long, but I'll try to keep it as brief, and I will be reading few, so bear with me, friends. But the CEO Quantum Foundation is dedicated to building spiritual governance, organizational growth, and holistic well-being through the power of breath, mindfulness meditation, and scientific meditation wisdom. Inspired by teaching of Brahmarshi Patriji, whose video we just watched, who's the founder of Pyramid Spiritual Society Movement, PSSM. The foundation was established as a nonprofit entity by corporate leaders by Dr. Chandra Pulamarsetti, Mrs. Lawrence Gilhart Jolie, and Mrs. Vani Chandrasekhar, and is a core part of PSSM. Mentored by Padma Shri D.R. Karthikeyan Sir, Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam, Padma Shri Dr. R.V. Ramani, and Dr. Newton Kondawati. It's run by a team of global volunteers who are primarily corporate professionals with thousands of meditation sessions conducted globally. The foundation has empowered hundreds of thousands of individuals, from corporate executives and professionals, government officers, to graduating students since its inception in 2020. Through its Project Excellence and Project Meditation initiatives, Buddha CEO organizes global and regional meditation leader conferences to create awareness and did policy and aid into policy makers to rapidly adopt meditation in organizations and societies. The Buddha CEO public mobile app and the Beast Supermind corporate mobile app further amplify this mission, offering structural multi-day programs with ease and regularity. Immense grateful for these apps through which you and I have connected. We have so much ease of joining these platforms. Additionally, the foundation publishes insightful meditation literature, conducts flagship programs like we have one today that we're starting for today corporate programs, 21-day youth programs, regional language programs, intensive advanced meditation retreats, both online and in person, and the list is on. And all of this information, dear friends, is there on our websites, on our apps that will further guide you every day how to join, what to do next. And now it's my such a privilege and an honor, and I'm so grateful for this moment to introduce our main, grandmaster, who's also a great mentor to me, who changed my life. So truly a transformative coach whose mission is to make Buddha CEOs, all around the globe. And we raise health consciousness first by being self-aware, self-realized, and then, sharing that light with others. So Dr. Chandra Pulamarsetti is the Chief Meditation Mentor and the founder of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. He's a senior PSSM master and founding trustee of Pyramid Valley International Meditation Center. Dr. Chandra is a successful entrepreneur, former vice president at IBM Corporation, transformational meditation coach, and of course, board member and advisors of a few nonprofit organizations. He's transformed millions of lives already, associated with Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, founder of PSSM since 1999. He was inspired and deeply transformed by the teaching of this grand meditation master and continues to volunteer for many projects of PSSM. Dr. Chandra studied several masters from East and West, including Dr. Joe Dispenza, Swami Rama, Neil Donald Walsh, Seth, and many more. Dr. Chandra has been practicing meditation for over 24 years now, teaches regularly to organizational leaders and professionals, and conducts multi-day advanced meditation retreats all around the globe. He travels extensively year-round for meditation propagation along with Master Vani Chandrasekhar. Dr. Chandra attributes his greater well-being, growth, and purposeful living, including the acquisition of a software company and the work of Buddha CEO, to the powerful technique based on meditation and manifestation. Dr. Chandra shares the dream of Brahmarishi Patriji for a spiritual world being established in the shortest possible time, where everyone transforms into a meditation leader and contributes to this cause significantly. So let's all together welcome Dr. Chandra to embark on this transformational journey together presence. Thank you, friends, and over to you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you, Sonalji. Always a pleasure to listen to you and your transformation. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon and wonderful evening. We are always, I learned from a master. Let me just put this full screen. I learned from a master, Brahmarishi Patriji, that we genuinely share our personal experiences, something that we walk the path on, as our purpose for each and every one of us to share something that we experience the best. And for many of us here at Buddha CEO, we all have seen, tasted, experienced something called this meditation, which seems to bring an effortless life, from an effortful life to an effortless life. It seems to move us from a stressful life into a joyous life. Which seems to make us move from a random existence of just sweeping away with the environmental, cultural, societal conditioning into more purpose-driven, meaningful, self-driven life. But most importantly, in my case, it moved me from a limited thinking to a more unlimited, expansive thinking person. A few years ago, in the year 1999, in one of my vacations from the United States, I used to live there. When I came down on vacation and I met Patriji, whom I met through my younger brother, Dr. GK, who is a medical doctor, is also a meditator by then. When I met Patriji on the first occasion, within a few minutes, he challenged me about life and living. And he said the life and living is much, 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 much bigger than what you may know and think. Knowledge liberates. Knowledge is precursor to experience. I did not know thoughts create reality. I did not know a body can heal. I did not know regrets breed new regretful experiences. I did not know we are fundamentally a connected entity in the field of quantum, in quantum energy field. I did not know that each and every one of us are equally capable and eligible of anything and everything that can be done. If a thought is given, then we have the power to experience it. If a thought is given, it doesn't matter what is the thought, a thought. And so Patriji challenged me and said, there is a lot more than what you think, a tiny part of your life about, studying bits Pilani or patents or excelling in our IT work. It didn't matter. He said there's a lot more, and then go and then figure it out. He was a great Zen master. The master did not hesitate to question directly on the face, because he always believed that your time and his time, my time and his time are equally valuable. And he encouraged reading from everyone, learning from everyone. He encouraged learning from everyone. He said knowledge is unlimited. In an infinite field of quantum, there is unlimited knowledge. There is infinite knowledge. And every experience comes from knowledge. What you think and what you feel is what we create and attract. This is a fundamental principle we derive from quantum physics now, while it is always there as a placebo research. This is the mind of many, many successful people, that what they believed is what comes. And so then they always developed, cultivated a great expansive thinking, what we call a positive thinking, miraculous thinking. And so when he mentioned that you do not know, I challenged myself after a few days and then started exploring. And this attempt here in this 40-day program is to share a lot of that knowledge that myself and then many of our colleagues here that who practice this meditation and knowledge over the last few years are here to share. While Patrizi's understanding and emphasis that meditation is the central thing, because in meditation, an individual is truly connecting to their greater inner self, that intuitive self, that direct knowing. We explained this a little bit in quantum physics. We understand, and it's something that I deeply studied, sufficient enough to experience spirituality much better, that we understand that everything out there is emptiness and energy. 99.9999% out there is emptiness and energy. And the material reality is less than 0.0001%. Yet, in our entire lifetimes, we are only focused on the material reality, thinking that this is real. But from quantum physics perspective, you will find many, many statements, if you start exploring a little bit about all the famous quantum physics, that the reality that we notice and see and feel is not really made up of real stuff, because that's all emptiness and energy. And so then meditation is helping, and then later really, really experience. And then so we experience in each and every one of us going to meditation is helping us to experience that energy or the infinite reality, from a tiny material reality to an infinite energy reality. Everything is an experience. Experience here in the wakeful world, experience in the dream world. A lot of times we wake up from a dream and say, thank God it is a dream. That means we felt it so real. That's called another reality. And meditation brings about one more reality. Similar, to experience something deeply, richly, fully, with all senses plus the extrasensory perception added. So with that understanding of Patrizi's, when Patrizi challenged and explored in the last 20 years, 25 plus years, become an eternal student of spiritual science meditation. And with his great intention that this, whatever that we experience most, must be given, and his great intention that meditation must be given to every individual on this planet. Everyone must become a meditator to realize their grandest self. And so then he started this movement, PSS movement, and I became a part of it without even knowing. Because the urge to share whatever benefit I was experiencing was there. I healed myself of a chronic backache that was there for years. I healed a condition that was there, an ENT condition, which was preventing me from doing air travel. It would have left me, but then intense pain. And so then this naturally went away within a few weeks of practicing meditation, to be precise, in less than 4 months. The stress that I was used to in a corporate IT job it disappeared in a 40-day program like this right in the beginning. And then most importantly, I started seeing and noticing people around me are changing the way they work with me. It happens when we change our thinking, because meditation fundamentally helps us to move into a positive, miraculous thinking, moves into a positive vibration. Frustrated mode, angry mode, jealousy mode, separation mode, loneliness mode, all those things go away into more of a joyful, friendly, loving, compassion, kindness, gratitude. These are the emotions that we naturally develop. And you know it, when I'm frustrated, my vibration is there to my colleagues. Whereas if I am calm and composed, no matter what something is said to me, and then automatically that vibration is what goes to them. And so then naturally they become more friendly, they are more approachable. The science of energy that I did not know came crystal clear, understood crystal clearly with meditation. And corroborating that to the quantum physics, that everything that exists is emptiness and energy, matter so little. And so meditation helps us to explore from matter to this energy reality in a very, very scientific way. There are enough scientific evidence is there now. As a computer science engineer, always wanted to get sufficient amount of scientific understanding and backing. I couldn't just like that agree, but I came to understand one of the words of Patrizi, that if you are scientific temperamented, scientific minded, then do not reject anything outright without necessarily exploring it. Do not reject anything. Just because you heard somewhere, just because culturally you're conditioned, just because in your studies of 30 years you did not hear something and so it does not exist, that's not scientific temperament. Explore, experience, experiment with it, and then still decide and say, if it's not good enough for me, then it doesn't matter. Then you reject it and then go on to the next one. And so then I latched on to this exploring meditation. And every time I experienced a session, something new happened. Every meditation session where you transcend your material experience, you transcend your body, then you're connecting to something greater. You're experiencing an invisible reality. But coming back to more mundane, more practical way of speaking, meditation, number one, is changing, is healing our body significantly. Stress is gone, youthfulness increases. Meditation is helping us to be centered, so move away from a fearful living to a more fearful survival living. What happens to my job? What is the stock market? And then will it survive? Will my company stay? Oh, all these policy changes, all those things drop. And so we're centered and we're empowered from inside and say, I am continuing to experience what I wish to. My job will stay. My growth continues to happen because it comes from an understanding from the quantum physics that there are infinite possibilities. That whatever you think and feel can be manifested like a ball of yarn out there that you decide to weave into whatever that you want to. And we understand this, and then I understood this deeply as a practice, coming to a great conclusion that our thoughts and feelings fundamentally attract things into our life. In quantum physics, it's called observation, manifests, collapses wave function into physicality. Meditation develops great mindset. It's called mental well-being. United Nations announced World Meditation Day last year as December 21st. Many organizations in the world work towards amplifying the message of meditation. And we too were organizing conferences, regional and global conferences. And so we too believe, and in every conference, the only thing that we're talking about was how important it is to bring it into the society. And then we were communicating to United Nations, many governments through our chairman and mentor, Padma Shri Karthikeyan. We are ever grateful to him. And so we do believe that United Nations bringing World Meditation Day is great. It increased so much awareness. And so the reason for that is with mental well-being and highest levels of mental well-being and physical health. That's what is written in United Nations websites. And so mental well-being, highest level, and we know this, mental health is significantly can be easily gained through meditation process. Because meditation is not yoga, pranayama, meditation. The way we are going to continue and understand is about developing and cultivating the mind greatly. When a mind is cultivated, it's mind to matter, and so body automatically is healed. Body is rejuvenated. Not only healed, is rejuvenated. That means stress not there. Many ailments, long-term ailments that are otherwise many cases cannot be cured. We notice and see things like IBS, things like many autoimmune disorders. People heal. Forget about standard asthmas and chronic headaches and migraines. They all happen. They all disappear. Chronic backaches, everything seems to disappear with meditation. Mental strength is gained, mental well being significantly is gained because it trains the mind. The process of meditation practice takes about few minutes to learn. And I start getting into the practice. It comes from Gautama Buddha. It's called Breath-Mindfulness Meditation. Gautama Buddha called it Anapanasati meditation. Patrizi popularized it, and then we call it Breath-Mindfulness meditation. Meditation not only gives physical and mental well-being, but is also greatly developing our emotional regulation. People at workplace may pass nasty comments, may have an intention, a different intention to expose our work at this or that, or point mistakes, I don't know, complain about things. And whatever that is, that we stay centered. We understand the essence of what others are saying, and then going rather than emotionally getting derailed where we impact our work, our contribution. Meditation brings a lot of stability, emotional resilience, emotional intelligence, we call. This is the most surest way that many people here, some of the Buddhas, he was welcome that he joined, is the surest way that we can absolutely maintain emotional regulation, develop it. That we all say I'm short-tempered and I cannot be there in a group because I don't know what I'm going to speak. Meditation sure will bring regulation, control to it. We will explore scientifically during this program how meditation heals our physical body, how it increases energy in the body, all in scientific terms. There's so much research out there, how it develops mental well-being. Many people suffering with anxiety, depression, several disorders have come and healed just by practicing and just by being part of this 40-day program. Lives were hopeless in many situations, either because of social issues or because of personal mental issues. But they transform, they literally change, and then they see great hope and they build their lives again. Meditation does have the strength because it connects to the source. The physiological benefits of body healing, mind developing, emotions getting regulated gives us a great lease of life. But then here is where the real interesting start with meditation, manifestations, ability to realize our dreams and goals, ability to think of things that we earlier we thought is not for me because of my background, because of my education, because of my financial situation, because of my location, but now completely revive back. We connect to our dreams and then we expand on them, and then we greatly develop the abilities to manifest them into our life. Buddha's Yoga Quantum Foundation is the greatest dream that I had. And then today, we live this beautiful dream. And so manifestation abilities, where we develop a significant power of thought, and we regulate our thought, our thinking, and our feeling towards what we want, and we gain greatest clarity of what we want in our lives to be focused. And all of this comes in a manifestation science. We'll explore that science in this program for a week. And then most important of all, dear friends, is the idea and understanding that a spiritual quotient, that there is a spiritual welfare, that is defined as two things. We're all connected beings with nature, with animals, with friends, with people, with the field of unknown intelligence. We are connected as energy. We are connected, not separate. And then each of us have limitless potential, but whatever we do in great consideration with others, a great consideration of others. And so we understand this as spiritual quotient and they require some certain scientific understanding of what spiritual science. And then with that understanding, we decide and then we develop great service mindset to be of use to somebody. And this whole concepts we will explore in this 40-day program. So the fundamental, whatever that we have explored and I have personally explored, and then we here in this 40-day program to share various aspects. We call that a PQ, IQ, EQ, MQ, SQ, physical quotient. We call them quotients: physical quotient, emotional quotient, intelligence quotient, manifestation quotient, spiritual quotient, service quotient. We explored them in 6 weeks. And what is this meditation difference? Meditation is simple, and every day we're going to practice half time for meditation, half time for talking about some of these concepts. This practice is simple. It is simply closing your eyes and observing the breath. We observe the breath with our eyes closed. The goal of meditation, the purpose of meditation is to empty the mind, or go into emptier states of the mind, lessen the thoughts of the mind. We all have thousands of thoughts at any given day. And the research shows that 95% is negative. And if thoughts create reality, and if we draw that as a line for now, as a fundamental principle that we're going to explore in an entire 6 weeks program, because that's through our mind and unlimited thought, and 50%, 50,000 thoughts, 95% negative. And so we continue to attract negative reality in many, many ways. And meditation is to fundamentally rest the mind and the rest of the mind to reduce those thoughts, reduce, and then slowly go to an empty states of the mind. And all the magic of meditation happens when we go empty. So this meditation practice, unlike in case you practice other meditations of different kind, is different to the extent that it is about emptying the mind or reducing the thoughts of the mind and resting the mind. That happens by simply closing your eyes and observing our natural breath. We observe a natural breath. I loved this technique when Patrizi taught this, is because this is so simple. This is very natural. We do not have to do any extra work. And this is very inclusive because everyone, no matter what, could be a small child. We believe meditation starts from very to young children, starting 6, 7 years age onwards. And it can be practiced with a small child in a family together, and it can be practiced with somebody, a very, very seriously ill, sitting, lying on a bed, but then still cannot move a limb, but can easily practice it to any person of any age, senior citizens to everyone, because it's so simple to practice and so inclusive, because everyone can be there in doing it and anywhere. And so the practice is simply closing your eyes and observing our natural breath. When we do that, and when we do this effortless meditation practice simply by sitting down in a most comfortable posture. So all of us are sitting in chairs or sofas at this point, comfort of our homes. The beauty of this technique is that there isn't any in-person requirement to transmit it. It can be done remotely right here because it's knowledge that liberates. It's knowledge that liberates. And so then meditation helps us to explore and experience several aspects of life. And so then here, this simple technique that we are learning here today is the initiation into practice of meditation. Is to simply sit down and then close your eyes and observe the breath. And when we do that, and there is some beautiful thing happens that none of us knew. When you close your eyes and observe the breath, first thing happens, breath gets regulated. Your breath automatically gets regulated. You go into what you call Sukhamaya Pranayama. We sit down in this most comfortable posture. We call in Sanskrit Sthira Sukhasanam. That means you just need to be stable a little bit. A little bit, just sitting down comfortably is sufficient. And then we observe the breath, and so automatically our breath gets regulated and go into a very, very balanced state automatically. With our eyes closed, that means we're drawing senses inward, and then we want to simply observe what goes on inside. Normal time, we are putting focus outside. In meditation, we close our eyes and we have an intention to say, I want to experience something inside, what goes on inside. That's all. When you close our eyes, first thing that happens is we start noticing a whole bunch of thought. It's called mind's eye. When our physical eye is closed, mind's eye opens. Many, many things that are there in the mind, they start popping up and popping up. And so we go into a constructive process called contemplation. And so meditation starts with closing your eyes and observing the breath. And so that then when you close your eyes, mind's eye opens. But when you observe the breath, then you start bringing all that mind's eye to rest, where all the thoughts that are there coming, they all slowly, slowly dissolve as you observe the breath, as you become singular focused on the breath, and then the thoughts slowly, slowly start coming down. You may be wondering, it's going to be so difficult for me to sit down with my eyes closed. Trust me, and then trust many, many masters who will come and share that as much as we feel it is so difficult, but when you start practicing, and then we can tell you that in a few days, just a few days, maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, but surely within a week, that people who have said that it's very difficult for me to sit down without doing anything have said that they're getting a handle around it. Many a times have beautiful experiences. So it's about patiently just paying attention to notice what is happening to us when I close my eyes and thoughts are there, and then I observe the breath and slowly thoughts come down. So the goal of meditation is to slowly go into emptier states of mind, and that happens naturally when we close our eyes and observe the breath, our natural breath. And so let me put up a chart, and so that we can go into this meditation practice. So as you see in this picture on this screen, we sit down comfortably in a chair or in a sofa, on a stone, or wherever that we are, or on the floor, on the mattress, on the ground if you're a nature place. In a comfortable posture, cross-legged, or feet crossed at ankle, fingers into fingers, hands rested comfortably in your lap, and be in a very comfortable posture. You're sitting in a chair, take back support, and then close your eyes. And this is the posture for meditation. And so when you're with your eyes closed, then the next thing we do is to observe a natural breath. Where do you observe the breath? We rest our attention on the nose. Anywhere on the nose is fine, preferably at the middle of the eyebrows, where your nose starts. At that point, you rest your attention. You're resting your attention there, and then you observe that breath. You observe that breath, that is your in-breath and out-breath. The air going in and coming out at that point on the nose, wherever that is that you're taking, and putting your attention there at that point, observe your breath, that natural breath, the breath the way it is. If you're used to pranayama, do not do any pranayama here. Instead, you simply observe the breath the way it is, your natural. It may be very stressfully, very shallow, very long, very balanced. It could be any state, but simply observe and witness what is that breath. You observe your natural breath, dear friends, and slowly, slowly, your thoughts in the mind start coming down. It'll happen. That's just the function of it. And so thoughts start coming down, mind start becoming empty. It appears like we are going to a calmer and calmer state. There's some kind of peace prevails. Just be into that state. Notice it, enjoy it, experience that state. So as you observe the breath, mind starts becoming empty, thoughts start coming down. And then so you go into a calm state and a still state, a peaceful state. Be in that state. Witness it. Just be there without analyzing, interpreting anything. You go further, then perhaps you will experience total empty state, emptiness. Because your thoughts have gone, so that means everything that you ever know of, people, places, things have gone. And so you start going into an emptier state. Be in that state. Notice and witness whatever is there. Like a sakshi, sakshatkar. Just be there without analyzing anything. And then as you are there, then slowly that experience may turn into some kind of an energy experience. There may be some kind of vibration, sensation, movement in your body. Witness it if it happens. If it doesn't happen, just be there. As you move further, you may notice a dreamlike, go into a dreamlike state. You may actually start seeing some visions, some things, colors, this and that. Witness all of it. Whatever happens, witness. If nothing happens, the only thing you know is thoughts are coming. Bring your attention back to the breath and observe the breath again. All right, friends. So the goal here is to observe the breath to start with, and slowly go into emptier states. Be there, whatever that it feels like, just be in that state without analysis. And then, in case you have thoughts, bring your attention back to the breath and again start the process all over, called breath meditation. We'll practice it, dear friends, at this time. Relax yourself. One of the important things is to make a strong determination to yourself that no matter how busy my mind is, how many thoughts I may be there, how much I professed in the past that I tried meditation techniques that didn't work, oh, there's one more thing will not work for me. Rather than having that thinking, we encourage you to come and say, I'm going to be trying this. And this is a great chance. Now we have hundreds of people around the world join this in this webinar mode. It's a great chance for me to be together in this group because group meditation greatly helps. A great chance for me to sit down, close my eyes, and then I'm going into emptiness. I'm going to connect to myself. So relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Relax your body. Those of you wearing spectacles, remove the glasses, remove the spectacles. With your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Cross your feet at ankle. And resting your attention anywhere in the nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows, at the root of your nose. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind slowly becomes empty. I will play light music. Music helps to go into deeper meditations. But our job today is to observe the breath and allow ourselves to go into this calmness, emptiness. If thoughts come, that is the time to come back to the breath. Otherwise, be in that state of emptiness. Experience and be a witness to whatever you may notice there. And do not open your eyes until I say in the end to open. Dear friends, we are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes less and less of thought and slowly becomes empty. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are thinking, go back to observing your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness and calmness. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to go into this emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, calmness. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of intelligence, the field of infinite possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, that calmness, the more insightful you become. The more experiences you draw into your life. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness, that field of energy. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness, this calmness. This is your intuitive self. This is the field of all connection. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness and energy, the more connected you become, the more intuitive you become. Stay aware of that emptiness, that blackness inside of you, all around you. Friends, at this time, I would like you to express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everyone. Can you express gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life? Give thanks to all the teachers and mentors for their helping you know and experience more through the knowledge. Your gratitude to all the people in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everyone. For helping us learn many things. Be grateful to all the nature, the animals, the plants, the minerals, the planets, the stars. for enhancing our lives with beauty, much energy, mystery, and more. Your gratitude to all the technology, everything that you use, the system, the companies, the governments. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this beautiful life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. Congratulations. We practiced about 30 minutes or maybe slightly 35 minutes of meditation today. Meditation is this practice, what we just did. If you're expecting many, many steps, many, many things, they're not there. It's simply closing your eyes and observing the breath. If you felt a lot of thought, which is very, very common for 90% of the people, very common for 90% of the people, just be there in this practice tomorrow and day after, and you will notice significant difference. You'll notice significant difference in the first week. I'd like the chat to be opened. I'll ask a few questions, and tomorrow we're going to discuss in detail about the experiences that happen in meditation. But anybody here in the chat, you can write. If you experienced lightness in your body, lighter occasionally, then again you had probably thought or you didn't know where you were. Heaviness in your body felt pretty heavy. If anybody had body movements, is moving forward, down, sideways, backways, all of that. Feeling very peaceful, very calm, of course. Whatever that you're feeling today after this meditation, particularly first timers, and anybody felt some kind of numbness or energy or lack of sensation of your body itself, that you're not feeling your organs, body, they're not there, disappeared. Are anyone floating? Anyone felt something is rotating inside? Your body is floating, lifting up. Are you seeing some kind of colors, some kind of tingling sensation at the forehead? Head is heavy, tingling sensation here at the third eye center. Seeing colors, red, blue, green, violet, yellow, any other kind of colors, or some kind of visions. Visions like dreams, seeing nature, seeing people, departed souls, masters, anything. And people having intense feelings, tears, joy, laughter, or feeling of bliss that you don't want to come out. How many people have that experience? You just wanted to stay there, wanted to continue the practice. We did for 35 minutes. For some, it had been 5 minutes, 10 minutes. How many people felt that way? That happened just like that. And then, of course, for some, none of this would have happened. Thank you for writing in the chat. For some, none of it would have happened. But that's just fine too. Just fine. It's not necessary that experience need to happen. But if they do happen, there is a reason why that happens. And I'll talk about this tomorrow in detail. And be assured that whatever that happened to you today is the best thing that happened. Any experience in meditation is okay. And no experience in meditation is still okay. And every meditation is a good meditation. We'll have more on that tomorrow, dear friends. Let me have one of our Steering Council members, Meenaji, give her message today. And I'm deeply grateful to Brahmarshi Patriji, who shaped my life deeply. And then many masters through whom I studied, several masters, and then particularly Dr. Joe Dispenza influenced me deep significantly. But it's Brahmarshi Patriji who shaped my life, who guided me, who gave, and everything that I'm going to share, and everything many Buddhas ever share, comes from a lot of it from Patriji's wisdom. And then my younger brother, medical doctor, my father, who introduced me to meditations, and to our mentors, Padma Shri Karthikeyan sir, Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam, Padma Shri Dr. R.V. Ramani, and Dr. Newton. And Dr. Newton, so much I learned from this Grand Master. We hope to have some of their messages during this program as we go along. And yes, Meenaji, your message. Meena Joisharji, amazing master who came in to this and now with Buddha Siva, the Steering Council member. Yes, Meenaji.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I was looking forward to this because I'm in Texas and my granddaughter, she's a big fan of you, even though she hasn't met you. We do meditation every night together from Buddha CEO together. So she knows your voice, she knows you, everything. So she's looking forward to meeting you. So I'm in Texas and I wanted to start the live session and be like, so she can attend some of them with me. So I'm so glad that we started. Namaste, everyone. I'm Meena Joisher. I've been doing meditation with Chandra sir for last 4 years. And like Sonal had said before, it has literally transformed my life. I mean, tons of benefits that I have seen. And like, I won't take too much time today, but lots of health benefits for sure. But also I feel like situation in my life haven't changed, but my reaction towards them, there is a conscious shift in me that I see. And that all came without me even knowing. Like, it was that subtle change that people noticed in me. And then I realized that, wow, I mean, that has to be meditation. There was nothing else that I was doing differently. So thank you, Chandra sir. We are all looking forward to this amazing journey with you. Thank you.
Thank you. How many days it took for you to get a handle around this meditation in the first 40 days?
I think it's so simple that, like, how to do it was extremely easy. It, like, right away we kind of got into it because it's so simple, right? All you're doing is like observing your breath. Of course, like, the thoughts kept coming and coming and coming, eventually it got less. They still come. It's still work in progress. I feel like, I'm a better version of myself today than I was tomorrow. So it's constant progress. But physical benefit I saw in the first session. I had horrible headache, like daily headache, 24/7, and many of them converting into migraine. And that disappeared in the first 40-day session. My back pain, which I couldn't even, it was severe. I couldn't sit or stand for more than 15 minutes. That became so much better. With the first session, I was 50% better. As I kept doing more and more 40-day session, suddenly one day I was sitting for 2 hours, and I was like, so it's easy to do, and consistency is the key, is what I think. Now this is like highlight of my day. There's not a day go by that I haven't meditated, even if I had a busy day and I'm home at 12:30 at night. Like, I would go on with the CEO website and do a short meditation before going to sleep.
Thank you. Thank you, Meena ji, for wonderful. Yes, Sonal ji.
Yes, sir.
Yes. To conclude, any announcements about WhatsApp?
Yes, sir. We have a basic poll if you have time. And
We'll do that
friends, we
tomorrow.
wanted to.
Poll
Sorry.
we'll do tomorrow.
Okay, no problem. So, friends, as you know, you have registered and joined WhatsApp group. We also, for people who still struggling to join WhatsApp group, please register on buddhaceo.org website. We have WhatsApp group. I've also posted, the WhatsApp group in case if you're having hard time joining. So please use that link and join the group and reach out to any of the masters or send us the message. Through that, we connect to each other, know each other more, help each other as a reminder, hold, each other accountable for this coming 40 days so you can take the maximum benefit from our program. That's all, sir, today.
Thank you. So, friends, we have several engagements planned. So, the WhatsApp group is our primary mode of engagement with each of you for the 40 days. And so, an email must have gone to you, to the registered email. And so, then if you just go and then notice that email, maybe in the junk mail, in case you don't notice in your regular folder, and then do find it and join that WhatsApp group. And if you still didn't find, definitely you can reach out and put this in this chat tomorrow when you come back to the session, your name, phone number, and somebody will help you. But please do see, we ask that you see that we have several groups created for different, because we have hundreds of people join. And make these groups small so that we can interact. Second, we have facilitators. Tomorrow we introduce to the facilitators, people who are going to walk with you for 40 days to help you. Third, the important reason why you want to be in a WhatsApp group, every day we give a wisdom note that helps us to understand the subject they will learn very quickly. Scan. When you learn something repeatedly, then your brain records it deeply. And so we do give a wisdom note. And then we share several resources. We share several books, resources throughout the 40-day journey, presentations and material. And so definitely you want to do join the WhatsApp group as a great way of communication with the facilitators. And then more things are there. Many leaders will come and then share during this entire 40-day program. When we listen to people, we do feel that it is something doable, achievable. If somebody has IBS and then someone comes and says, I've healed, you feel it is possible. Someone is healing migraine, it's possible. Someone says their business grew, it's possible out of their great challenges. Someone said they repair the relationships, it is possible. So there'll be plenty of sharing by professionals and the leadership, homemakers and students in this entire program. So please do come back, and we'll start this tomorrow at sharp 6 again. It's our intention that meditation start usually within 15 minutes after the program starts, and then end within the 1 hour, first 1 hour, and then we have the rest of the time for doing a topic and a concept. More on this tomorrow and the day after. So for now, thank you very much, friends. Yes, Sonalji. raised.
And friends, I also wanted to share that the most other important thing is we do have a second batch, which is starts 9:30 p.m. for Indian Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Time. For those of you, want to engage other family members and friends. So please spread that word. And if you have missed or you want to go back and listen to anything, you have an opportunity to join our second batch. And of course, we're also going to be on YouTube, so you'll be able to see those YouTube sessions also once you download the Buddha CEO app. And wonderful to see you, Meena ma'am, and look forward to this journey with you again.
Telugu batch at 7:30 p.m.
I see. And then we also have, in one of the regional language Telugu batch, third, another third, same session, but it'll be in Telugu. So feel free to join, and we'll send out these informations again in Buddha CEO app, also on our WhatsApp groups, and also if you reach out to any of us. So with that, friends, we'll meet you tomorrow morning at the same time. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I'm always changing. Who I was yesterday is gone. Embrace who I am today and let go of who I was before the dawn. Take only what I need with me. Leave behind hurtful memories. Once I have learned all I can,
Okay.
I can't keep carrying.
Yes. We always are staying back here for some sharing. Q&A. Anybody would like to share how you felt today? We're here for a few more minutes. And we would like to share. Any question? Are there any questions in the chat, Sonalji?
No, that's what we were checking. Somebody had raised the hand. So friends, we are here for a few questions and answers if anybody want to come forward. I did see a hand, but I don't see them anymore. Somebody just had a question, sir. It says, is energy comes from within or outside when we are in thoughtless state?
Energy is there everywhere. We are energy. In thoughtless, we become energy. When we transcend the physical body, the matter in meditation, when we withdraw senses, when we are emptying the mind, then you drop the form. You go away from time and space, the dimension of material world. So then, according to science, then your energy and matter, you forget matter, then your energy. So you experience that energy, you become that energy. You're merging with the field. You're not separate. So you are there. So in that moment, then there is energy is information. So receive that energy. Energy is information. Energy is will. Energy is energy. So you receive that energy into your body, thoroughly energized. Is it coming from? It is from everywhere, inside, outside. Because the body does not exist. Physical nature does not exist anymore. Okay. So to think of it as a frequency, you move into a different frequency world when you empty yourself. You forget the physical frequency, a limited, tiny frequency, and you become an infinite frequency, all right. And so it comes from everywhere. Let's put it that way.
I do see a question, sir. How meditation can help you physical ailments. It's from Kamlini Phadke.
Yes. So there's one of the first thing that happens when you calm the mind, and in the process you're dissolving the past. All physical ailments are psychosomatic, depending on your psyche, which is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, your memories of the childhood, and then your memories from the past lives. Everything combined together, a current understanding of life, all of this is psyche, and then the psyche drives the soma, the body, and meditation fixes the psyche. It dissolves unwanted memories. It moves one from a low emotion to a positive, higher emotion. There is enough scientific evidence now that when we are in a positive emotional state, then automatically the body is rejuvenating, body is healing. It's called epigenetics. And so when we practice this regular meditation, when we learn some wisdom, and then most naturally we increase our understanding of life. For example, where you have to express, today out of fear we suppress ourselves. Now with meditation we start expressing beautifully. The fear drops. That itself is sufficient to heal certain part of the body. And so wisdom and meditation combined together are changing our psyche, changing our personality, changing our mindset. And as that changes, and then it drops all the dissolves, all the past memories that hold us back, that are suppressed. And when those happen, automatically our body is naturally coming to a most natural state of working. And so you will notice it. And then stress being one of the main reasons of ill health. And 90% of the illnesses today are caused due to the stress, which is primarily nothing but our current state of being right now here with our environment, connection with the environment and work and this and that. And that is the first thing that goes in meditation. First thing that goes. In 3 weeks, many people find great amount of relief from stress. That means in 3 weeks, you'll start noticing some kind of healing. Either some things have healed or you notice a different you. You'll not worry about things unnecessarily. You know that things are the same, but you will not worry about them. Because worry and anxiety is only causing the body to take a huge toll. And many things will happen. And so stress goes away very quickly. And then some of the past memories that are there deeply sitting there, maybe a childhood memory, a deep scar, and some of those knowingly, unknowingly, they'll slowly dissolve with meditation a few weeks to months. And so then some long-term ailments that are there, they also slowly dissolve. Right. And we'll understand a lot of this in scientific detail in week 2 of this program.
Thank you, sir. We do have 2 more questions. Second one is from Vanjohi Machira. It says, when one is sitting, do you need to have their back straight to allow the full flow of your breath to all parts of the body?
So we are not, you take a very comfortable posture. It's not necessary that the spine needs to be erect. The idea is not to do a breath regulation. The idea is not to see that energy goes into the different parts of the body. The idea is to, with the support of the breath, forget ourselves. We're not doing an active pranayama process to see that the breath is going everywhere and different breaths, not at all. This is to take the help of the breath, which is invisibly there with us all the time, take the help of the breath to forget ourselves completely. And so the thought of having the energy flow into different parts of the body through the breath doesn't exist at all, not apply to this meditation. And so we observe the breath the way it is, it doesn't matter, small or large, and we're not manipulating the breath, we're not regulating the breath, we're simply observing and in a comfortable posture. If comfortable posture is by taking back support and then having the back a little bit bent here, there, that doesn't matter. If your comfortable posture is to sit straight, and if you're very used to it, and then so be it, then be in that state. Comfort is the primary guidance here, right?
And the other question is, can it cure cancer? It's from Shahja ma'am.
We have people who have extended their lives by regularly practicing meditation intensely, they extended their life. They stayed on for multiple years. Some of them went out of chemo. Some masters who are there with no treatment whatsoever, they're there for a long time in Pyramid Valley. And so there is definite relief, the definite stronger hope to live. There is a alignment to the purpose by the time we are there. And then in some rare cases, there is healing that is possible that we've seen. It requires a good amount of practice, a sincere practice, an intense amount of practice. For anyone who has stronger physical ailments, now a lot of times they're transcending, they increase their understanding. When you come to the meditation, increase their understanding of the root cause of these. Everything has got a cause and effect. The effect is there is a cause. And so the root cause they understand, and then they increase their energy significantly. And many times they dissolve some of these root causes as past memories and past events. And so then that seems to have an automatic help of healing. And but that for this to happen, we need to meditate long hours sincerely. And we also need to constantly enhance ourselves with a good amount of wisdom, the right wisdom that helps us to see life differently, a different perspective. Not a limited perspective. There's only one life, one body. First of all, we have to understand that there are many lives, many bodies. Not that, I'm this physical matter, and so that we have to recognize that we are energy deep inside. And so they have some fundamental understandings, and then not that, okay, the fate is written to me. No, it is me who is constantly creating what I would like to experience. So when you have some of these understandings, then absolutely we pull ourselves out of any situation and move into a more positive, more purposeful life. At that point, it doesn't matter how long we are there and how many hours we are spending, how many years. What matters is to be more purposeful living. And so many things come together. That's what moves people to heal whatever condition they have, because they find a greater meaning in their life. And so do that, then automatically body heals. Yes.
Thank you, sir. There's one, sir, Mr. Kaushik Nagarugu, Ruru, saying that very good morning, sir. There's a universal awareness observing the body, mind, not indulging into the visions of mind, contemplating, yet whom I have to observe as experiencer or knower of quantum consciousness.
Whom I have to observe as experiencer or knower of quantum consciousness. So it's like this. In meditation, slowly we lose first as our mind is becoming empty, we lose track of time and space. That means we lose track of our body self. We call it body mind. We lose track of it. The physical frequency, the physical events and experiences that we are aware of, all of that is slowly dissolved. And as we do dissolve the material experience, then something beautiful happens. Like in dream state is equivalent. When you go into sleep, when you go into deep sleep, where you move into the same meditative state that we otherwise go in practical meditation here, then alternate reality, which can be perceived through extrasensory perceptions, begins. That alternate reality is what we experience as meditation experiences. Some kind of an energy sensations, some kind of a vision, a dreamlike state, or some kind of an intense knowing of feeling. Now the feelings are experienced, but then now you are in an alternate reality, seeing a frequency in another dimension, and it could happen to be an earth dimension as a frequency, but you go into these perceived alternate realities, just exact like dreams. So then you witness them. Now, for us as observer, it takes a while to recognize, am I simply extending what I'm noticing through my thought here, a material world, or is it something that is happening to me that I'm witnessing, not as my active thought, instead something is being thrown at me that I'm seeing it. And so there'll be some time for us to differentiate between, is it my thought projection right now I'm seeing, or what I'm hearing or seeing there, or is it something that's happening to me? You will know it in due course. With the right amount of practice, you will know that something is not simply your thought extended. You're not imagining. Instead, it is something that is coming to you as a movie on the screen. It is just coming to you. You don't imagine a movie. It comes to you and you notice it, you see it. This will happen. A dream is not something imagining. It is coming to you. And so this is where we are going with meditation. We slowly forget the material experience reality and then open ourselves with this extrasensory perception to witness there is a lot that is happening out there in other frequency, alternate reality. That's like a dream reality. Okay. So then, in your question, it is a knower of quantum consciousness. That's really how we do. Observe as an experience, it means experience material reality for how you see, then you're knower of quantum consciousness. By the way, when you increase your awareness through meditation, then your dream state also becomes more and more clear. You remember dreams more, you experience dreams more clearly, and so that you can actually have that lot more deeply, because just another reality by itself. There's sufficient amount of spiritual literature on this aspect, particularly knowing and then mastering dreams, called Art of Dreaming. And shaman masters have always used as a great tool. So a lot of these concepts become clear when we explore the subject deeply. Yes.
So we have one more question from Ramakrishna Reddy, sir. I think he's a spiritual tablet master. He said, I have got a brain stroke on February 28, 2023. Frontal lobe and inner lobe and communication system got disturbed. I'm taking medication. GK sir told me that to do the course in Buddha CEO. So
Awesome.
he's here with us.
Thank you. So just be here, Ramakrishna Garu. And everything that is being advised, you continue to do by Dr. GK. And then, yes, a group meditation and a group session here, knowing various concepts, because it's all about learning to expanding. And so then we dissolve past. When you increase your understanding, and certain events that had power on us will dissolve, right? And so that's what this, and we will gain one type of wisdom here at Buddha CEO, some more scientific, rational, corporate, and all kinds of things. We look at a different perspective of the same wisdom, and so stay in there. Thank you for joining. Awesome. Okay. Wonderful to hear from our good friend Kaushik. All right, friends. Thank you all for joining. We'll conclude Sonalji here. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I'm sure all of you who are still here, we can never have enough of Dr. Chandra Pulamasetti. So thank you, sir. It was such a wonderful opening session. Great to be here. And friends, we will see you in the second batch or the third Telugu batch. If not, whoever is continuing with this first batch, see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day or the evening. Lovely friends. Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.
My pain with me every moment, every day. I'm always deciding how I want to live, who I want to be. I'm always changing. Who I was yesterday is gone. Embrace who I am today.
Bye.
I'm always